Hi guys, welcome to my channel PharmaSpecs. In this video, we will talk about how to perform operational qualification. We will focus on practical aspects of operational qualification instead of theory. So let's start. In this video, we will discuss about OQ format, what is the format for OQ and what information is necessary to include in it. We will also discuss about OQ test. What are the various tests that are included in a typical operational qualification? Please note that every pharma equipment has its own dedicated OQ test that cannot be replicated for other equipments. The tests we will be discussing are common to every equipment or machine. So let's start with a little introduction of operational qualification. Operational qualification is a document comprising of various tests. This document acts as a evidence or proof that a equipment can perform for which it is designed for, and its performance and output remain same throughout its life as soon as operating condition remains the same. The main aim of operational qualification is to make sure and confirm that the equipment's operation is according to the buyer's requirement and specification. These requirements and specification were discussed and agreed by both the manufacturer and the buyer during design qualification phase. It also helps to point out or detect any deviation before putting equipment into routine production operation. If detected, these deviation can be immediately resolved by devising a joint action plan by the manufacturer and the buyer. So in a validation life cycle, when operational qualification is performed, operational qualification is the next stage after installation qualification. It is performed when the equipment is satisfactorily installed with all of its accessories and specifications, and the equipment is successfully powered up. Its installation qualification has been performed, and the quality department has approved the installation qualification activity. So, how the operational qualification is performed? In operational qualification, equipment is run with the actual product for which the equipment is designed and manufactured. This is necessary because if equipment is not operated with actual product, the equipment will not go through real stresses and difficulties. It will also become difficult to observe and analyze its performance. Additionally, actual process parameters are applied which are required by the equipment to produce the desired product or properties in a product. For example, if a product requires specific temperature, then the actual temperature conditions are applied. Let's discuss about the format of the operational qualification. There is not a fixed format for operational qualification. It mainly depends upon the manufacturer and the buyer for the format. Important thing is that every information must be included in the test and not a single information or data set should be left behind. This is a common format for an operational qualification utilized for every equipment and system in a pharmaceutical industry. It includes a tabular format consisting of columns marked with test, acceptance criteria, result, and pass or fail sections. During OQ test, all of these columns have to be filled with their relevant information by a member of validation team. So in the format, test is the equipment's process being tested or under investigation. Acceptance criteria is the desired outcome on the basis of which test is considered satisfactory. If the outcome is according to the acceptance criteria, test is considered pass. If the outcome is not according to the acceptance criteria, the test is marked fail, pass or fail. It is the classification of the test depending upon the acceptance criteria and the actual output. Now let's discuss what are the common tests in a typical operational qualification activity. As discussed previously, please keep in mind that tests for operational qualification depend upon the equipment type or function. For example, OQ tests for tablet compression machine are different than the blister packing machine. Tests described here are general one, which are common for every pharmaceutical equipment and can be performed for every type or equipment or system. Some common OQ tests for a pharmaceutical equipment include the verification of process parameters, safety systems, control panel, software systems, and login credentials. Each of these tests are thoroughly performed so that the machine or equipment must be able to perform as per the agreed specifications during design qualification steps. Let's discuss each of these tests individually. Process parameters. Process parameters are the equipment's operating conditions that are applied during the production stage. Properties of output product depends upon these values. If these values are correctly applied, output product will be according to the standard specification. If there is a deviation in the process parameters during production process, it will negatively affect the output product. The final product will not contain the desired properties or the product will be wasted. Some common examples of process parameter include temperature and pressure. For the pressure related equipment such as the autoclaves and vessels, its acceptance criteria is defined. For example, in case of autoclaves, acceptance criteria of chamber pressure can be 15 bar. Test is then executed to measure the pressure and its value is recorded in result section. In the final column, test is marked pass or fail after comparing the result with the acceptance criteria. Similarly, for temperature, temperature is measured and recorded. Its values compared with the acceptance criteria on the basis of acceptance criteria, temperature verification is marked pass or fail. Similarly, these steps are repeated for other parameters such as time and machine speed. Their original values are measured and recorded. These values are then compared with acceptance criteria and the test is marked pass or fail. Safety systems. Safety systems are an integral part of equipment in any industry, including the pharmaceuticals. They help in keeping the man, material, and machine safe from many hazards that can occur during manufacturing operation. During safety system verification, all safety mechanisms are verified. It includes whether the manufacturer has installed all the required systems as agreed during the design qualification stage. Secondly, whether these safety systems are activated or not, and they perform according to their desired functions and requirement by the buyer. Some common tests in safety system include verification of emergency switch. For the emergency switch, its substance criteria can be the switch should be installed at the desired locations, such as front, rear, or product discharge end. Secondly, when emergency button is pressed, machine must stop without completing the current cycle. For the temperature safety system, the acceptance criteria can be if temperature exceeds the desired value, it automatically shut down the machine operation. For the pressure safety system, acceptance criteria can be if pressure exceeds the desired value, it automatically shuts down the machine operation. Additionally, mechanical safety valves open to release the pressure. For the machine guarding, a substance criteria can be all the moving parts must be blocked by mechanical guards, and the machine operation cannot start if guards remain open, or machine operation should stop if guards are open during operation. The actual results of all the above parameters are noted in result section. If the result fulfills the acceptance criteria, the tests are marked pass. If the test does not fulfill the acceptance criteria, the test is marked fail. In the main control panel test, all elements and components of control panel are verified according to the agreed specification during design qualification stage. In this test, all components are verified according to the design specification. Some components include power button, start button, stop button, reset button, emergency button, printer, and indications. All the above components must be present and perform their respective function. For power button, acceptance criteria can be machines should powered up, and all the associated electrical electronic components such as HMI, PLC, sensors, drive, etc., should also become active. For the start button, its acceptance criteria can be machines should start its operation. For the stop button, its acceptance criteria can be machine should stop its operation. For the reset button, its acceptance criteria can be all the alarm functions are removed and machine become ready for the operation. For the emergency button, its acceptance criteria can be machines should immediately stop without completing the current cycle. For the printer button, its acceptance criteria can be printer should print all the production parameter. Similarly, for indications, its substance criteria can be all indication must be activated with their relevant functions are activated. Like before, actual result is compared with the substance criteria and is considered pass or fail depending upon the result. Software system. In this test, software systems are verified as per the agreed specification during design qualification stage. It includes whether the manufacturer has provided all the required software and they operate correctly according to the need and expectation of the buyer. Tests that are included in this section include verification of operating software details, HMI software, batch record functionality, print operation, and audit trail. All the standard specifications become their relevant acceptance criteria, which are then compared with the results to mark it pass or fail. Login credentials. In this test, login is verified according to the requirements. It includes whether the manufacturer has supplied all the required levels of password protection as agreed during the design qualification stage. Some tests that are common include whether login screen is available, whether the system accepts the correct login ID and password. Similarly, whether the system rejects the wrong login ID and password. Thank you for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I welcome your comments and what further information you require. Please like and subscribe the PharmaSpecs channel so that you can immediately get the notification whenever there is a new video. If you want to read the article, you can visit the PharmaSpecs blog www.pharmaspecs.com. Link of the article is also mentioned in the description of this video.